Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical here at my dream shop. Still working on the build. Today I just finished my morning routine. I got a couple new guys on the team here helping me out. Well, they're gonna be helping me out with security. They're real young. Gonna take you over here and introduce you to them in a minute. Maybe let them out of their cage today, maybe not, but this is their living quarters. And right now it's breakfast time, so they're kind of hungry. Let's go in here and I'll introduce you to the boys. And here we go. These are the boys. Come here, Zeus. You hungry? And Apollo. So what we've got here is Zeus and Apollo. And they are troublemakers. And this is their kennel right here until we get the property fenced in. And come here, boys. Come on. And go along the way of, talking about how you can have a dog for defense, because these dogs are not just they're not just any old dog. These dogs are Apollo likes to walk in his food, but Zeus. And so we'll discuss, the differences between a guard dog and a house, maybe like a house pet. These guys are outside dogs. They're only 8 weeks old right now. So a lot of times you wouldn't see a puppy sleeping outside at 8 weeks, but it's mostly because of the environment that those people may live in where the puppies are. And these puppies are basically in an environment where it's hot all year long. So like if you're in Florida, for example, you can have a dog that sleeps outside. A puppy is not able to maybe control temperature regulation, but they otherwise can do well on their own as long as they have adequate. These guys are double protected from the rain. I've just really quickly converted some barrels for them to live in with, shop towels on the bottom. A little kind of a pole barn here, very low level pole barn, but used pine shoulders, just rough cut pine shoulders, timber outside of the logs to build this in. Really huge double layer of rocks all around, because these guys will be able to dig when they get big. And if I do need to keep them in here, it can be dangerous for them to get out and rove around the community where, you could have somebody that might shoot them or something like that. Just, you never know what somebody could do to your dog, get hit by a car, stuff like that. So it's really important that you guys are able to protect your dogs, all right? And that you're able to protect your dogs, and that so that your dogs can protect you. Even if these guys are going to be just absolute stud pit bulls. I mean, they're beautiful dogs, very intelligent, crazy tough. So you don't have to do anything to keep them aggressive, in fact, or to make them aggressive. In fact, you want to do the opposite. You want to do socializing at this age. I'm letting all of my workers and apprentices and helpers see them. Okay, I've got helpers that help right around the house. I've got helpers that help with the knife making, and I've got helpers that help with construction stuff. They're all basically, I got apprentices at all levels and helpers, and I'm introducing them all to these dogs so that there's no problem with so these dogs don't get angry or upset or aggressive with anybody. I'm not showing them other dogs because they're not fully vaccinated yet, but I will socialize them with other dogs once they're fully vaccinated. And really just at 8 weeks old is when the training starts. So these guys are now learning how to walk on a leash. They're learning obedience training. They're training with me on my morning workouts. And pit bulls can be a little hard-headed, so it's important that you start the training right away. Let them know who the alpha male is, but be very caring and calm. And they're just they're giant babies. They just want to be cuddled and hugged all day. And you guys know at the Florida warehouse, I've also got Jones over there, and I'm sure he's already getting jealous. But, and he's a pit bull too, and takes very good care of the house over there, warehouse and everything. And he was a rescue, but just extremely obedient, very well-educated dog. So we're hoping that these guys can be the same way. A little harder when you start with a puppy of pure race, especially like these guys where they're just such a strong bloodline of warrior dogs. So it's definitely going to take a lot of training, but we're going to do our best to get these guys taken care of. We're going to fence in the whole property here. Like I said, if we do have a problem with the wood not holding up, then we can put another layer of wire in here. But these giant rocks in the floor, there's 3 layers of just massive boulders, so It takes 2 people to move them. These dogs aren't going to be able to lift those boulders to get them out of the way. So in case of an emergency, we have a place that's safe for them to be in here where they have nothing to hurt themselves. And somebody else who might want to get at them to hurt them or something like that, or another dog roaming wild while they're puppies like this, won't be able to hurt them either. So I'm gonna let them enjoy their breakfast right now. We've got a nice layer of gravel here on the bottom, so not gonna get muddy or anything when it rains. It's been raining a little bit, but you can see their shop towels are dry, their areas are dry, so you know the body regulation, temperature control for the body regulation is fine. They're gonna be doing well. They're happy. I did take them on a mile run with me this morning. They loved it. They wanted more, but I'm kind of breaking them in a little bit slow to the morning workouts. I just did resistance training on my own, and they were jumping all over me. But you know, if you guys want to consider getting a dog, I think it's great to get a dog that fits your personality or your lifestyle. So these guys are going to be working out along with me and hanging out along with me and working, you know, in the sun. And you know, a tough dog, a miniature, or, you know, something or other wouldn't really function well out here. Probably wouldn't be fair to the dog either. And it gets hot here, so you wouldn't want a dog that's like a husky or something like that that's got a lot of hair. But we will discuss all that with you. So this is just the general build, real simple pole barn build. We talked about putting the poles in. We talked about putting gravel down underneath the poles for water filtration. I do have a little bit of a concrete here in the entrance, so they can't dig out right there. And again, that's more for their protection than anything else. Double layer or triple layer of giant rocks. You guys have seen the giant rocks in the other builds all around. Really simple door. It's just a door that kind of just maintains force this way. You can't open it this way because it sits on the trunk there, but it's got a spring activated, and I can only open it to the inside. So also have a little lock on there so that another dog or even a jaguar or something that might be patrolling out there can't open the door to come in here and eat their food. If I thought that was a real major concern, I would have to make the cage a lot higher and then put razor wire or something like that around the cage. I don't think that's a major concern here because the biggest concern is really just the neighbor's dogs. I've got a buddy that lives down the road, and he's got dogs, and I'm more worried about his dogs not being vaccinated than anything else. So these guys will be fine. And then I've got other neighbors who, you know, they have chickens and stuff like that, and they shoot the stray dogs that might come over there or something. So just kind of protecting these guys from any kind of danger so that they can in turn protect me one day. And that's kind of the routine. Let me know what you guys like to see. If you guys love these kind of videos, questions, comments below. Thanks for watching. Bone out.